Yo, what up, man? 30 Days of Greatness, day 6. You know what I'm saying? Doing it from the crib, from the office, La Officina. We're gonna wait for people to get on. Just show you some things. It's my guitar. It's a calendar. This is actually 2015 calendar. I'm a lazy fuck. This is the shit I got from YouTube when I got 100,000 subscribers. This last magazine cover I was on. A fan made this for me. Then I got my Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Some other shit. I hit the target, man, with the right in the middle with the Desert Eagle. So I was like, I'll probably never do that again. So I'll put that there. Fuck mediocrity, get shit done, do all that can be done these days. Kind of my mantra. And most importantly, but you know what I appreciate more than posters? You know what I appreciate more than materialistic things? Knowledge. I'm more proud of all these motherfucking bucks in the crib. We're gonna get into this shit soon, but I just wanna show you. See what I'm saying? A lot of mic noise still. Is it better? I think I was holding the bottom of my shit. Let me know. Yeah, that's why I'm late actually, because my Bluetooth headphones weren't working. Is it better with the mic noise? Is it better now? Let me know if it's better now. Every time I touch it, all right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Sorry. Let me know if it's better now. Get into this shit, man. I'm pretty proud of my books myself. Yeah, I gotta get on my level. As long as you don't touch the computer, I'm good, yo. Thanks, Mark. Hey, man. See, that's a real friend, man. That's what you need, people around you who aren't gonna fucking bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? Make you think your shit don't stink. It's hot as fuck in here. Let me crack the window. Yeah, man. I'm in the crib, though. We waiting for some people to come through. Yeah, my Bluetooth headphones, fucking $300 Bluetooth headphones aren't working. And I was gonna use them as a mic. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, man. It was good, y'all. It was good. We waiting for some more people to get on. How you guys been enjoying the 30 Days of Greatness so far? What things have you liked? What insights, breakthroughs have you had? And also, what can I do to improve it, man? Because we're only 6 days in, so if there's some things that I can improve to make the remainder this time better, man, let me know, man. Let me know. Get it. Marco says, "Fuck school." Trying to catch up because I had school. Yeah, it's 11. 11 is but you can still get the insight every day, man. Yo, what up, homie? What up, Edwards? He's back, man. Darth, it's been great, man. Learned a lot, says Darth. All right, cool. I like to hear that, man. It's cool because I can go in on some deep topics that can, YouTube video. I noticed that for me, my audience, when I look at my analytics, the audience starts to drop off after about 10 minutes, and that's pretty typical for YouTube videos. That's why even like guys who make the top YouTubers, most of their shit is like 10 minutes. So I can go a little bit deeper on topics in this setting. It's been great. I learned a lot. All right, yo, Edward, what up? Honesty says, yeah, great time so far. Mark says, yo, no bullshit approach to life. Some of you aren't. All right, cool. Quan says, back at it again. Rich homie Quan, back at it again. Biggest breakthrough was cutting people off. Yeah, you gotta get the losers. Ride with the winners or lay with the losers, man. Ride with the winners or lay with the losers. Edward says, yo, love the realness. All right, cool. We're gonna give it a little bit more time. See how many people come in, but yo, just let me know what you guys. What other ways can it be improved? How can we improve this experience for you guys? Because I'm real kind of serious about that. I try to make sure everything I put out, everything I do, every service I offer is as good as it could be, and that's like the best marketing right there. Those of you who want to start businesses, if your shit is really motherfucking good, then you don't really have to worry about anything else. Then your shit, that's everything is perfect. I'm sorry, not perfect, but yeah, if your shit is really good, you don't have to worry about any marketing. Like Tesla doesn't do any marketing. They just have the fucking best electric cars of all time. And everyone knows that. They don't have to compete with anybody. They spend zero money on marketing. You never see a Tesla commercial. I don't feel like I paid enough for this, says Lou. Yo, lots of value and information. Yo, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Honestly, I appreciate that. Kwan says, and losers won't understand, but that's cool. Yeah, man, fuck a loser, man. Chris says, we can add another 30 days for another $30. That's my advice. This is pretty time consuming for me, you know, and I have to plan my life around it. And it's really gonna be crazy next week when we're in Olympia, in Vegas for the Olympia. So I don't know if I'll be able to do so another 30 days. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'll ever do this again. I mean, it's been really cool, but and I enjoy it, but just for, you know, from a business standpoint, you know, my employees and, you know, all this stuff, and the stuff I can do to make more money, the company, to make sure the employees make money and their families. So, but this is something I wanted to do, right? Anyway, it's more like I just wanted to do this shit, even though it doesn't make a lot of money, you know. Anyway, maybe a summary at the end of the hour. Let's say you tell us what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you're telling them. Yeah. That might be a good idea, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, I've heard that saying plenty of times. BBC for president. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I said, I don't want that job. Talk that shit, John says. Thanks for the video responses. Oh yeah, those of you who signed up for the platinum version of shit, you should have your videos today or tomorrow, or you might have. You should write a book. I am writing a book. I'm writing. A lot of this is okay. So like, here's a little motive for like me wanting to do this. Once I wanted to just give a lot of value, but another thing, I have a lot of ideas that I wanted to articulate and like capsulize before I write my next book. So you can expect that out at the holidays, like a motivational book, man. That get shit done poster in the back, that's dope. You know, thanks, man. Yeah, so the book is coming. All right, so today I want to talk about an epidemic that has run rampant in this generation. Entitlement. Jordan said, will these videos be left after 30 days? Yes. Entitlement, man. You know, a lot of people think that they deserve to be happy. They deserve to be successful. They deserve for things to go their way just because they're them. Right? Like, just because they're born. And let me tell you where this comes from. You know, have you seen these sports like Little League or, you know, kids sports leagues for young kids? I've seen these guys give trophies to the losers. Trophies to the losers. And that's fine. It makes the kid feel good. But I don't know if that's what he needs. Because in life, the losers don't get rewarded. In real life, once you get out in the real world, you don't get rewarded for losing. So these kids get told that they're great all their lives, man. Self-esteem. Everybody, you should love yourself. You should be happy about yourself. Just cause. Just cause. Let me tell you a story right quick. I knew this kid. He grew up. Let's call him Jacob. Jacob grew up in one of these. Hold on, man. Jacob grew up in one of these, you know, communities where they actually gave trophies to the kids who lost. He had these, you know, very liberal hippie-ish parents who always told him he was great no matter what. If he got bad grades, they went in there and got mad at the teacher for him getting bad grades. Wrap your fucking mind around that. They're like, no, Jacob is a man. They got mad at the teacher. And they would like go to the school and harass the teacher so much that my personal opinion is the teacher started passing this motherfucker or giving this motherfucker better grades just so they have to talk to her parents. Not because Jacob was good. And this went on until he went to college. Now, college is like a segue into the real world. It's like a segue. And Jacob had these, he gets there and he realized that no one's rewarding him just for being himself. He thought that he should just get, he thought that because he was so great, he's been told he was so great all the time, for no reason, just for being alive, just for being him, that he should be rewarded for. Because that had been his experience up until that point. He got trophies for losing. His parents harassed the teachers in high school to give him good grades. Because the colleges didn't work like that. So at this point, Jacob has two options. He could accept that he's not good enough and then really work on getting better in school. Or he can take the mentality where teachers don't get it, what I wrote. Oh yeah, what I did, the teachers aren't smart enough. Nobody gets me. What do you think Jacob did? That's right, Jacob quit college. Quit. And then what did he do? He goes out here trying to like, he always has this new business idea. Or he always has this, there's some shit going on. And his parents help him out, And, he gets money from his aunts and uncles and family members for these new business ideas. And they all fail. They all fail. But according to Jacob, it's never his fault. People don't get it. The market just doesn't understand. People aren't ready for this idea. It's never his fault. It's always someone else. It's always someone else doing something and they don't get him. He walks around with his chest out thinking he's invincible. But his life has been a succession of failures. Because he thinks he deserves success just because. But that's not reality. He thinks he deserves it. And I bring this up because a lot of people, and maybe some of you, just think you deserve the things you want. Just because. Like, no one owes you shit. The world doesn't owe you shit. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? The sooner you come to grips with that, the better off you'll be. You're not fucking special. Unless you make yourself special. Jacob's constant, what's the word? He was constantly, they just told him he was great for no reason. No. You're not great for no reason. And Jacob had so much confidence. Some people think confidence or being positive is enough. And they'll tell you that in a lot of books. A lot of people tell you that, man, you gotta be confident. You just gotta be positive. You gotta think right. You gotta have the right vibration. Just visualize. That's not true, man. I want to tell you that. That's not true. You can sit around and thinking about shit all day, visualizing shit. Jacob really believes this shit. And the reason is because he's delusional. It's a fake confidence. There's a fake confidence. Because let me show you what it is. Jacob had high self-esteem. Jacob had high self-esteem. Like Miguel's asking, is there a benefit of patting yourself on the back, at least trying to acknowledge? Oh yeah, you should. I mean, you should. We'll get to that, Miguel. Jacob had a high self-esteem. He really thought highly of himself, and that's probably better than people who think that they're shitty, right? But self-esteem is not the same thing as confidence. I think a lot of people get this mixed up, and a lot of you who's familiar with my material may have heard this before, but it's worth repeating. Self-esteem means you like yourself. You think you're awesome. And that's what they do to these kids. They want them to feel good about themselves. They want them to think that they're awesome. And that's fine. I'm cool with that. The problem is liking yourself is not the same as being good at something. Thinking that you're great is not the same as being an expert in your field. For example, confidence in the dictionary, one of the definitions is firm trust. Firm trust. Self-esteem means you like yourself. Confidence means you trust yourself. Does that make sense? They're two different things. A lot of people lump them together and they confuse the two, but they're two fucking different things. For example, I love George, my cat. He's in the other room. I locked him out of here. I think he's awesome. Man, but I have zero confidence in him. Right? I have zero confidence. I don't trust him to do anything for me. Or, let me think of a better example. Think of a baby. Everyone loves babies. They're awesome. They're awesome. And everyone thinks highly of them. But do you trust a fucking baby? Do you have confidence in a fucking baby? Of course not. You have so little confidence in a baby that you can't leave him alone for an hour without him killing himself. This motherfucker almost died in his sleep for no reason every night. The motherfucker can't even sleep on his own. He can't sleep on his own. He can't shit without. He can't shit on his own. He can't eat on his own. He can't do anything. Zero confidence in a baby. That doesn't mean you don't love him. That doesn't mean he shouldn't love himself. But confidence and self-esteem are two different things. The problem with giving these kids trophies is that when you're trying to build their self-esteem, you actually accidentally build their confidence because they think that they'll be rewarded for failure or inadequacy. And that's not how the world works. It's not how the world works. I love my grandma, and she loves herself. She thinks she's awesome. She just turned 96. But we have so little confidence in her that we have another person around her 24 hours a day to make sure she doesn't fucking trip, fall, and die. Right? One fall is a wrap. Someone has to prepare her food for her. She moves around with a wheelchair. Someone has to wheelchair her around when she leaves the house. That's little confidence in her. Like zero confidence in her. But her self-esteem is still high. So there's two different things. You guys heard me say this before, but not everybody. And it's worth repeating. Confidence doesn't come from liking yourself. Confidence doesn't come from thinking you're great. Confidence comes from what? From competence. Being good at something. Let me give you an example. If I wanted to swim, if I had to swim a mile in the ocean or some shit, I would have very little confidence in myself and my ability to do it. I might still do it, but it's not confident. I wouldn't do it confidently. I'd have this look on my face like, I don't know, because I'm not good at it. I don't have the competence in that realm. If goddamn Michael Phelps does it, he wouldn't. Oh, you mom? All right, no problem. I got this, man. He just does this shit. Doesn't even have to fucking think about it. Just does this shit. Come back. Because he has what? He has competence. So confidence comes from competence. Self-esteem, you can bullshit yourself into self-esteem. And that's cool. Because I don't really give a fuck if you like yourself or not. I really don't. I care that you trust yourself to go out and accomplish your goals. You trust it when you set out on an endeavor, that you have the skill set and the required knowledge and know-how to accomplish that goal. Competence. Liking yourself is a feeling. Feelings aren't real. Let me say this over again. Feelings aren't real. It's basically all in your head. You like yourself. Like is a feeling. You love yourself. Love is a feeling. It's an emotion. Emotions aren't real. It's all in your fucking head. Competence is real. Like, it doesn't matter how much I fucking like myself. I have no business trying to do my own plumbing. I have no business trying to do my own plumbing because I have no skill in that realm. But if a plumber comes in here, he's just like, oh, what do we got? What you got here? Some motherfucking pipes? All right. He cleans that shit, fix that shit up. All right, he takes my money and leaves. You know, nothing. He doesn't even trip about it. Because he's been fucking fixing pipes and shit his whole life. He has competence. Therefore, he's competent. Here's the thing. When you're good at shit, though, you kind of can't help but like yourself. If that's important to you. I don't really care about your emotions. I care about you accomplishing your goals. But if that's something that you value, liking yourself, then if you get good at something, yeah, you'll probably, confidence will be a byproduct. Self-esteem will be a byproduct of doing a good job, providing a service or a product for something that people enjoy. You can't help but like yourself if you're adding value to the world. But the problem is, these people who are entitled, they believe that they should be rewarded for their self-esteem and not for their competence. They believe that they should be, that they deserve rewards just because they're cool or just because they, I don't know, it's like delusion. What it is delusion. Because having confidence when you're not competent is delusional. Are you guys getting me? Are you guys understand where I'm going here? Because I got some more. We got more of this road to travel. I just want to know that you guys are feeling me so far. Confidence comes from competence. Self-esteem and liking yourself is not the same as confidence. They're two different things. Are you guys getting this? I don't know if anybody's feeling me. Am I still alive in this bitch? Okay. Marco says yes. He got me. Miguel says he's getting it. All right, cool. Darth, yeah, he got it. Marcos, yeah, great topic. B, cool. Ed says yes. All right, Ed's getting it. Cool. Rich homie Quan is getting it. Johnny feels me. Johnny Todd feels me. What up, homie? Bill gets it. All right, cool. We out here. We out here. Edward got it. So here's the problem. Honesty gets it. Daniel, I feel cool. Tommy. All right. Darth in this bitch. All right, cool. So here's the problem. It's easy to see that, there's a lot of kids, a lot of people just think they deserve shit. They think they should, just because they're them, they have this false confidence. And the world doesn't reward losers, man. The world doesn't even reward average. The world rewards awesome. The world rewards, so if you're not winning, you probably didn't deserve to win. You know what I'm saying? And this is whether you win or lose. I mean, this is whether it's fair or not. Let me tell you a story real quick. There was a game I had when I played high school football. And we lost the game. We were on the team's home court. And it was like, man, they were giving... The other team got all the right calls. They were calling fouls on them that weren't fouls. And they weren't calling our fouls. It was like, it was clearly lopsided with the refs. We still almost won, but then we lost. We kind of lost at the end, and it seemed like our guys gave up in the fourth quarter. And then after the game in the locker room, Coach Duggan, he gathers around. He said, "All right, sit down, guys." And he said, "What happened out there, man? What happened out there?" And I said, "Yo, Coach, did you see how they how the refs were, man? They were calling the foul. They were cheating, man. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair." And he looked at me with a mild sense of disgust, but it was more pity than it was disgust or anger. It was like it's a little bit there, but it was more pity, like. So, you think it should have been fair, huh, Brandon? I was like, yeah, it should have been fair. It should have been fair. It wasn't fair. And he said something I'll never forget. He said, "Life's not fair, Brandon. The very concept of fairness is a fairy tale. It's make-believe. It's not reality. Life's not fair. It doesn't really... Fairness is something that doesn't exist. You are not entitled to fair treatment. Nobody owes you anything. And if you can't win under those circumstances, then you're not good enough." I said, "What? What do you mean? What do you mean, man? They were cheating." He said, "So you need everything to go your way to win? You can only win if things are perfect? You can only win if the conditions are perfect and everything's fair? Well, guess what? That's not life. You need to be good enough to win when everything goes wrong. You need to be good enough to win when shit hits the fan. You need to be good enough to win under any circumstances. If you can only win when shit is perfect, you'll never fucking win, because shit'll never be perfect. It's not how life works. You're not entitled to perfect circumstances. You're not entitled to good calls. Life's not fair. Get used to it and find a way to win anyway." And that shit kind of hit me hard, man. That shit hit me hard. Because a lot of people, when things go wrong, what do we do, man? Things go wrong all the time. In life, in other, you know, if you're starting a business, man, so much is going wrong. You guys ever try to accomplish something and things went wrong? And then what do? You say, "Man, I would have did it, but this, you know, but this happened and somebody did this and then I got this shit, man, and then I got this going on and he did this." And, you know, all those things might be true and they might all be out of your control. But if you're not good enough to win under those circumstances, then you're not good enough to win. Don't say that this shit, a bunch of bad shit happened. Say, "Yeah, a bunch of bad shit happened, and I wasn't good enough to win under those circumstances." At least that's being fucking honest. Because if you were fucking good enough, you could win no matter what's happening. But the people who are entitled, they believe that everything should have went their way. They get, "Oh, it's not fair." Yo, nothing's fair. It's not how life works. Right now, today, there's going to be a kid born in Syria, a fucking war zone. There's going to be another kid who's born in the Hamptons with a rich family, or Beverly Hills with a rich family, loving environment, perfect, all set up to succeed. The other kid, His whole life is going to be a struggle from the moment he leaves the womb. Where's the fairness in that? That rich baby didn't do shit to deserve that, and the poor baby didn't do anything to deserve that. Why do you deserve anything? It's just people being born in fucking war zones every day. What makes you so fucking special? Were you better than him? You're not. But we have this society in Western philosophy, Western society, where we trying to tell everybody that they're good and they're perfect and they should just have things and rewards. You got to deserve them, and you're not. And things aren't going to go your way all the time. Matter of fact, things are going to go your way almost never. All types of bad shit's going to happen. Every goal you set up, there's going to be unexpected roadblocks. Advanced people are going to do shit. People are going to hurt you. People are going to rip you off, let you down, disappoint you. You're going to fail. You're going to drop the ball. You're going to make mistakes. And if you're not good enough to win under those circumstances, you're not good enough. Don't say that this happened or he did this, because then what are you doing? What are you doing? You're making yourself a what? A victim. The victim blames everybody else for why he didn't succeed. The victim blames everybody else, every outside circumstances or outside events for his failure. The true champion, someone with the heart of a champion, takes responsibility for everything. Everything. So like the coach said, he said, you didn't get fucking bad calls. The bad calls weren't the reason you lost. The reason you lost is because you weren't good enough to win while getting bad calls. Because that forces you to take responsibility. And here's the thing. If you're a victim, that means you're assigning all this your power to everyone else and everything else. Without the power's not in your hands, is it? How can you change things if you're not even in charge? So you got to take it back, man. You got to take that, take the power back. You know. So, like, if one of my employees fucks up, I try to take the attitude that he fucked up because I didn't train him good enough. Maybe I wasn't clear enough with my directions, and oftentimes that's actually the case. Like, and maybe I was clear enough for me to understand, but maybe I wasn't clear enough for him to understand. It's about taking ownership, taking responsibility. Maybe your partner or whoever you're in a relationship, maybe they're not crazy or they're tripping. Maybe you haven't explained yourself in a way that they understand. Maybe something you're doing that could affect that situation. You want to always take that. You always want to put it on yourself. That's the only way you can change your life. You want to come from the frame of your control of everything. If there's a fucking hurricane, I need to be, and it rips my house down. Everything that comes with that is up to me. It's like, yeah, there was a hurricane, but I saw it coming, so I fucking had my supplies and shit. I had the flashlight, or you could leave, right? That you saw coming. Like, nothing happens to you. Don't say anything happens to you. You gotta say things happen, but I make them work. I still accomplish my goals no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. Things are gonna happen outside of your. There's things you don't have control over, but you always have control over your response. You always have control over if you're gonna use that or complain about it. But people who think they deserve everything to go right, they're entitled. They think they deserve everything to go right, so they complain when things go wrong. They think they deserve everything to be fair, so they complain when things aren't fair. They believe that their life should be an unbroken boulevard of green lights because they like themselves. So they complain if it doesn't work in their way. And you see this in all types of forms, you know, like like when there's raining, people complain, oh, it's raining. Motherfucker, you think you're entitled to fucking fair days every day? During traffic, you're saying the motherfucking world doesn't owe you. The fucking world doesn't owe you. You expect the world to make way for you? The world doesn't owe you shit, man. You don't deserve no traffic. You take what you get and work with it. Oh man, the flight just happened. The flight got canceled. Man, you don't deserve shit, even if you paid for it. You don't deserve it, man, because the weather doesn't owe you anything. The world doesn't owe you shit. In fact, you owe the world shit. Because when you were born into the system, when you were born, the streets were already paved. Most of the buildings were already built. The internet probably existed if you're really young. There was already somebody already took the time to invent electricity and plumbing and agriculture for you. All this shit was set up by people who came ahead of you. And maybe that's where some of the entitlement comes from, right? Because back in the days, every time somebody wanted to eat something, they had to kill it. I imagine cavemen weren't entitled because they actually had to go out and get everything But a lot of people grow up with the entitlement, man, and they don't believe they should have to go out and get what they want. They believe they just deserve it, or they should just have it, and that's bullshit. There's another form of bullshit though, that's sneaky. Up until this point we talked about the people who think they deserve it because they're so awesome and they've been told they're so awesome. Here's the sneaky one. What about the guy or girl who has it so bad, who has so many problems? You ever meet the person who, they have like a sickness, or they had such a rough childhood, or whatever the case, they were just dealt a bad hand from the beginning. Sometimes those people think the world owes them something. On one hand, we have the person who's so good, who thinks, yeah, I'm so awesome, the world owes me, you know? I'm entitled to all this shit. Right? We all hate that guy. But the sneakier one is the person who shit is so bad they think the world owes them. The world owes them shit. This shit is so bad that they think people should do shit for him. So this guy thinks he's so awesome that people should do something. The world should do shit for it. This guy thinks because his life is so bad, he has so much hardship, that people should do shit for him. Extreme victim mentality. You ever meet that person who's just, oh man, you know, it's just hard. I got this going on, oh. Woe is me. Everyone did this. This happened to me. No, taking no responsibility. But then you should help them out with something, or you should do something for them, or you should. You hear me? This motherfucker? That's entitlement, man. That's I don't know where that entitlement comes from, but it's sneaky because they elicit pity. You don't want to be that person either. Because let's say you tried everything and you didn't think you were entitled, but you went all out and you failed. Now you want pity from people. That's sneaky. That's a sneaky form of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? That's a sneaky form of entitlement. You got to get away from that. Nobody owes you shit, and everything is up to you. You're responsible for everything. There's a good book that you might have gotten on extreme ownership. Right? Just taking responsibility for anything. For everything that happens in your life. Extreme ownership. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just what I want to talk about. You don't deserve shit. You know, so with a quick recap. Nobody owes you shit, motherfucker. 1. 2, Life doesn't reward losers. Life does not reward losers. Not real life. 3. There's a difference between confidence and self-esteem. Just because you like yourself doesn't mean you're good at anything, right? If you're confident without liking yourself, if you're confident without being good at without competence, then it's delusional, all right? And 4, if you can't win when everything goes wrong, if you lose when everything goes wrong, it's not because everything went wrong. It's because you weren't good enough to win when everything went wrong. Get better. If you were good enough, you would win. All right? Like the basketball game, if the fucking Golden State Warriors played that high school game and got all the same calls, they would still mop the floor with them kids, you know? You got to be good enough to win when things go wrong, because sometimes shit's not fair. Shit's rarely going to go your way. And life just not fair. It's not reality. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. It's a fairy tale, you know? It's make-believe. Fairness. Fairness is it's a fairy tale. It's just fucking make-believe. Like the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, trickle-down economics, you know, it's all nonsense, you know? But anyway, I want to answer some questions right quick, man. I hope you guys got that, man. Accept responsibility for everything. The world doesn't know you, and it's all up to you. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. I heard Brian Tracy say that shit. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. Take full responsibility. Never blame, never explain. That's another thing. Never blame, never explain. Never blame, never explain. Mark, that was your idea. Thank you. Never blame, never explain. So, meaning, never blame what happened on someone else. You take responsibility. What could you have done to prevent that shit from happening? Never explain, oh, this happened because of this. This happened. Nope. You weren't good enough to win when that happened. Right? When Sony merged with BMG, I got dropped from Sony Records. They wouldn't have dropped me if I was good enough. Seriously. There was people who they didn't drop Beyonce. You know? Real talk. Sony didn't drop Beyonce when they merged with BMG. You know? And sometimes you have to accept that. It's a hard pill to swallow. I wasn't good enough. Sony didn't drop Destiny's Child when they merged with BMG. They dropped me, though. I wasn't good enough. If I was good enough, they would have kept. Anyway, I'll answer some questions quick. Let me answer questions for like 10 minutes, man. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed that, man. It's real shit, man. Can't think of any questions. Just want to let you know that you are one of the greatest people I know. I've been following you and your stuff from when you made those corny ad workout videos in 2010 or something. Oh, shit. Yo, thank you so much, Marco. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Jeremy says, you don't have a smile and a big butt either. Maybe I'm coming in on the conversation. He's talking about Sony. Yeah. I mean, yeah, right. But that's part of what's good enough for the entertainment industry. That's part of like the entertainment industry. You need, you know, and if you don't have that, then you don't have that, right? They kept some other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. They didn't drop DMX. Sony had DMX at the time. They didn't drop him. You know. Quan, when are you going to spit a line for us? Spit a line. We about to start the mixtape, man. We already started like writing a little bit, you know, for the new album, man. It's called In Case of Emergency. You know, because I'm feeling like, you know, there's a lot of problems going on here, man. We got ISIS, Zika, goddamn, Donald Trump. And I'm like, yo, man, all right, man, in case of emergency, break glass. right? We got all this shit going on. Bam, I need to come out with the album, man, to help save everyone, man. Hero shit. What kind of headphones do you use while working out? Well, I was using these fucking Boss wireless shits, man, but I don't know what's happening with these motherfuckers now. I'm having some issues with these. What question would you ask yourself to have a self-check? Are you a champ or a chump? That's it, man. You start explaining shit. You start rationalizing shit. You start saying that you failed for some other reason. You start blaming people. Never blame, never explain. You know, then I was like, wait, nigga, are you a chump or a champ? Are you a winner or a whiner? Are you a victim or a victor? And you guys think is a champion talking like this? Is this how champions talk? Like, when you see the best athletes, sometimes, you know, honestly, a lot of people don't like LeBron James, but most of the time when he loses, you hear him say, man, they played a hell of a game. We didn't do our best. We could have did a lot better. And they won. They were better than us tonight. The better team won tonight. It's never, man, it was the refs. I hurt myself. I did this. This happened. I ain't sleep good last night. Nah, man. They made a lot of their shots. They played some really good defense. And we could have shot a lot better. There's a lot of things we could have did on the defensive end or what have you. Take responsibility. Do you get mad when you see overweight people walking around with weight problem? I can never decide whether to feel sorry for them, like victim or mad. I actually don't think about it. I'm not the person who goes around giving unsolicited advice or unsolicited emotion. When people ask me for help, that's when I get emotionally invested in it. Like, I'm emotionally invested in your success, but not just some any motherfucker walking around. I know it might sound cold, but motherfuckers die every day, man. And I don't know. I'm not gonna shed a tear for every death, or every failure. I know how that sounds, and just be honest with you. So I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything because I don't really even know them. But now I'm not invested in their success like just some random person. All things being equal, I'd want everyone to succeed, everyone to do great, but all things aren't equal, right? So I kind of just focus on the people who I'm coaching or the people who I'm working with, and if those are the other people who work with me, then that's cool, man. Yeah, you can't save everybody, man. I don't even try. Just got your books in the mail. I assume every Victory Unit member, or I assume it's either for Victory Unit but thanks. Oh, all right, Miguel. I don't know what you ordered, but cool, man. Yeah, man, I'm glad you got it. Marco, shit, I would love to get the opportunity to produce something like that. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't remember yet. Brandon, I started reading the one thing you said you're gonna release your mixtape. Isn't Bro Labs your one thing? Yeah. So here's the thing. Remember, when you read the one thing, he's going to talk about devoting 4 hours to the one thing, at least 4 hours. But you still got to do other shit. You still got to live life, right? You still going to do things that are right. Nobody just does one thing, but he's saying block out a certain amount of time, at least 4 hours a day, where you focus on that one thing without exception. So I do that 4 hours a day, but I still do shit like this. Like this is something that I'm doing. I don't know. This doesn't really help me accomplish my goals. I just like it. So something like playing guitar, I just like it. Sometimes I go to movies. Like outside of that 4 hour block, I can do other shit. And that's what it is. It's about prioritizing and focus during everything. But it's not like I can just work. You just pick the one thing and then you don't do anything else ever again. I'm not showering. No, man, I work on bro lives. I don't shower. I don't brush my teeth. All right? I don't shave no more. I don't eat food. All I do is work. You know, it's not that. So the one thing is it's exaggeration. You know, it's focusing on one thing, not only doing one thing. You know? What music do you listen to when you work out? I listen to podcasts or audiobooks. I don't listen to music is a distraction to me. So cause I play guitar and keyboard and shit. So like music is it's a huge distraction to me. Yeah, I can't really listen to music without I start thinking about the chord, listening for the chord progressions and the melodies and shit. Okay. How do you go about making extra money when you already have a part-time job and school is your main focus? I don't know. I don't know if you should do that right now. Honestly, sounds like you got a lot of shit going on. You know, I think you should. Miguel, let me ask you a question, man. How about this? You tell me exactly how much money you spent last month, and I'll tell you how to make more money. Like right now. Tell me exactly how much to the penny, how much money you made last month. Or if you let me know if you can even do that or not, and I'll give you some advice. Steph said his knee. Steph said his knee was hurt in his finals though. Yeah, he lost. Yeah, he did say that. He shouldn't have. like when Pacquiao was saying his shoulder was hurting, man, I was like, I didn't want to see that. Like, you take your loss like a champion. You got to lose like a champion too. Anybody can win like a champion. Is losing like a champion. Man, they don't care enough shit. Where am I at? If you stay on campus, get a George Foreman grill and sell burgers and hot dogs. Have you tried read, study, listen to classical music? Yeah, I can't listen to anything with any sort of melody. I can't listen to anything. So when I study, when I'm working or reading, I listen to white noise. Like, let me show you exactly how I listen to. This shit is gonna fucking fuck you up. This is what I listen to when I study. When I say study, I mean like read or working or studying something for the business, taking a course. Oh. Fuck yeah, that's my shit right there. That new fan dropping. So why do you listen to fucking nonsense, white noise when you're studying or reading? And the answer is I do that to stay it's really to stay focused. Because damn, I wish I had the book. It's buried over here, but it's a good book where they talk about focus. Not the one thing, but actually, like, noise is a distraction. Or hearing conversations or talking is like it's a distraction. Like when I have the white noise, it blocks out that sense. It's like so I can't be distracted by anything audio. And I'm a very auditory person, so you guys might not need that as much as me. But a lot of times I'll have the noise canceling headphones on, listening to white noise, just because I'm a very auditory person. I'm an auditory learner. I mean, I learn from my from the hearing easier. So anybody saying anything is a huge distraction for me. I don't do it by the month. I do it by periods. Okay. So I guess my expenses are under $250 each week. All right, listen, Miguel. This is what I want you to do. This is how you make extra money. Don't make extra money, right? A lot of people don't need to make more money. They need to just get a wrap around their spending. So start tracking every dollar you spend. Keep track of it. Keep capping. You get a software at mint.com will help. Just keep track of everything you spend. And try to spend less. You get what I'm saying? And then you'll just have more money. Because I honestly don't think if you already had a part-time job and school is your focus that you should add another thing on your plate. I really don't, I really don't. In fact, I hope that you have a job that's like a work-study kind of job where you can study or work, because then now you're killing two birds with one stone. I really don't think you should add another thing to the equation. I'm just being honest with you. Just fucking don't spend as much, man. And I'm not. You probably don't eat. Yeah, man. Just make it a game. Like, if you, especially you people who know how much you spend you're gonna get each week. Like me, I never know how much I'm gonna get, so it's kind of hard to budget. That's not an excuse. That's just I'm not good enough sometimes to budget when my income fluctuates. It's kind of sporadically. What I do is, because I know it's so sporadic, I just try to save as much as possible. So when I do have a time where maybe I don't make as much, I'm not like, it's not like a panic move. I'm not out here spazzing, about it, or even thinking about it. Just like, yeah, okay, I knew this was gonna happen, and that's why I had savings, so it's cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, my friends always ask how much my friends always ask me how I have so much, I don't waste so much. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the key. All right, guys. Yo, man, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm glad we here. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, man. Like 30 days, 30 consecutive days. I'll do this shit Sunday. I don't give a fuck, man. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. This has been cool, man. I'm getting a lot out of it. I hope you guys are getting a lot out of it as well, man. All right, thanks. Oh, join the new book club, BrandonCarter.com/book club. It's a Facebook group where I'm gonna be posting book reviews and shit. All right.